Go.
Okay, so flying in the Valkyrie over the lake. What was the name of the lake? I gave it a name. I seem to have lost the name. Damn it.
Lake Feeblstrump.
The fuck did you just even say?
Lake Feeblstrump.
Oh, Beaverstrump. I mean, you guys, but you guys will fly over, and is there really? Are you guys just going to sit awkwardly in silence? You guys going to try and communicate with each other at all?
Krios is deep in thought.
Yama, 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 yama. Okay, maybe not that. After telling, when Talia asked the situation, Malachi would probably use most of his time just sitting there and what seems to be meditating.
Darius, you like to talk a lot. Joe?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out for a second. What happened?
I'm saying your character, he likes to ramble along at the lips, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So is he going to try to talk to anybody? Actually, you know what? I'm going to say Terrence has been a staple of Habitek's estate for a while, but Talia tries to avoid him, back when they were both at the estate. Talia would do her best not to be near that man. And now you're sitting right next to her.
Hey, Talia, it's been a while. How you been doing?
I've been better.
Really? Oh, yeah, you do kind of look like crap, don't you? Shelby! Still able to not talk?
I've been tortured for the last 3 months. Thank you very kindly for asking.
Ooh, bad news there. Sorry to hear that. You're okay now, right, though?
I thought I was, and looks like I'm getting tortured again.
Oh, really? I don't see any instruments.
Sorry, what was that? Out of character, what was that?
Oh, really? I don't see any instruments.
Oh, you see, the thing is, it's kind of an emotional torture, really. And Shelby, maybe it would be better if we just kind of redirected that energy to, say, Terrace.
Yes?
Why don't you go have a lovely chat with that girl at the back of the Valkyrie there? She's, been through a lot. Maybe she could use a friendly voice.
Oh, and here I was hoping to catch up with you, but if you say so, salutes.
Willpower for Talia not to laugh. She looks very much like the professional, and she'll just give Shelby a slight knowing nod.
Alright, and he moves to the back, sits down. Hello there.
Kieran? Brooke?
Sorry. You say hello.
You sound like you're 20 feet away from your computer.
Oh, by myself, just a second.
Did she say just a sec?
Hello? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now, yes.
Kieran will say hello to Terrence.
Ah, nice to meet you. I'm Terrence. What's your name?
My name is Kieran.
Tyrion, eh? Alright. Hello, Tyrion. So, what brings you aboard this Valkyrie here?
Not much of a choice.
Everyone seems to be saying that a lot.
Well, it was either this or die. I don't know. There isn't much of a choice there.
Yeah, Havoc just doesn't really like to give people choices when it comes to matters like this. So, welcome to the crew. Hope you like your stay.
Well, she kind of looks at Terrence like, I don't think that's going to happen, but thank you.
Not enjoy. Well, you gotta enjoy your stay. I mean, you're here for life. Hey, that's the way it goes.
She's gonna slide away from him.
Hey, where
Now
you
it's
going?
kind of getting stuck in between 5 people.
Everybody's around the sexy tech priest. Or priestess. She'll move like there, just enough away.
What's the matter? Do I smell or something? I'm pretty sure I showered this morning. Maybe it was last week.
I don't know. She'll move back at that. I don't know if you've noticed, but you can get under people's skin by how fast you talk and how much you like to talk. Kinda not in the mood for talking at the moment.
Well, I can't help how fast I talk, but hey, if you're not in the mood, alright then.
Go back and bug Talia.
Hey there! No reply.
Who are you talking to?
Mathras.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to Mathras. I just saw you move. I didn't realize. Mathras will. Well, you know what? Give me a awareness roll for Terrence. Mathras is blind. You can tell by looking at his eyes.
Ooh, that's not good there. Hey, it's, good to... No, that's not... I shouldn't... Hello!
Hello.
Ah, good, you can hear. Good, only one sentence is gone. Alright, hello, I am Terrence. May I ask your name?
I am Mathras Mydruk.
Ah, greetings, Mathras. So, how did you come aboard this place?
I had seen a vision that the Inquisition needed my assistance, and thus I came upon this.
Ah, Psyker, very interesting. We always need more of you people. Is this going to continue until I've pissed off everyone on the ship or something?
Potentially.
Are we back in business?
Yes?
I think so.
Okay. Sorry, how much of that did you hear?
Are we back in business?
No, of what Mathras was saying.
VT, am I still on the server? Because the server just kicked me out.
Says you disconnected.
Okay, I'll try to connect back. Okay, I'm connecting back.
And I don't think I actually heard anything Mathras said in response.
Looks like BT's having some hiccups right now.
Yeah, Christian, are you up to anything? Just you're reading your books? Yeah, weird. No? I'm back again, it seems?
Yep.
Yes.
It's usually when I have a hiccup, it's a lot longer than that. Weird. No, Kristen doesn't like porn. She likes erotica, but not porn. She nods her head as I say this.
Well, that gives you a good source of bribing material.
No, I don't think she'd like Veronica. No, I really don't think she'd appreciate that. She wants to know. Okay, so one of our characters is Vern. He's the main character in the group. Jess likes to write very bizarre erotica that's all going on inside his little demented head, and he's playing it out with dolls. Do you want to read some of those stories? She says probably not. Unless you change their names to Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter. They're totally doing it. That's what she just said. So, yes. I think we can skip most of the small chat for now, but at least gave us an idea of what's going on. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So eventually the Valkyrie will make it to the capital, and the war is waging full swing out in the distance, although I guess technically Alexandra is the only one who'd actually see that. Yeah, the rest of you might be able to hear muffled explosions kind of reverberating through the hall, but they're very far away, and the whole capital is under siege from the north, the east, and the west, but the center of it is very heavily guarded. And Alexandra, you and the pilot would be on the comm beats talking through all sorts of different confirmation codes about why you're here, who you're escorting, what the confirmation code is, and the Navy pilot would ask that you get in touch with whoever is in the back of this shuttle right now and relay some kind of code so that you can actually get clearance.
Okay, switch on the intercom. Malachi?
Huh?
Do you have any confirmation codes that we can start broadcasting so we can get to wherever Lord Inquisitor Havoc's this is? Oh, it's rather than just ticked up.
Okay, that was a hiccup. BT, would Malachi have
Part of your badge of office would include authorization codes and whatnot. It's a document / tech item that could override various things.
Oh. I would use / give the code, whatever is needed to,
And so that would be relayed through Alexandra, and they'd eventually be given confirmation that they're permitted to land, but it will be stipulated that anti-air weapons are still tracking your movements. Do not deviate from your flight course or will be forced to open fire regardless of inquisitorial authority.
Roger, roger.
What's your vector, Victor? And so you'll be able to come in to the coordinates, but you realize it's a massive ecclesiarchy spire that doesn't actually have a landing pad.
Is there like any kind of like park or any kind of large open space where we can land it near the spire?
Give me an awareness roll with +20 for the Valkyrie's Auspex system.
Okay, so that's a +10, so that's a grand total +30 for this. It's my current perception, which is 58. I'll fate that.
Okay. With the fate point bonus, you will actually be able to locate a what's presently being used as a what's the word? A relief area that's a park, but there's still enough open space that with a really good set of piloting rules from you, co-pilot, and the actual pilot, you'll be able to land without crushing any of the refugees. Do you want to take the risk?
I'm going to take the decision out of my hand. I'm going to broadcast that information to whoever's in charge in the back.
Who wants to take command and take responsibility for crushing a bunch of civilian casualties?
Well, being religious, I would try to avoid that. Crushing innocent people is a big no-no.
Well, in that case, the pilot will add, we're going to have to land a significant distance away from your coordinates, and we'll have to proceed the rest of the way on foot, unless you all feel comfortable just jumping out of the back.
How big of the fall is?
Well, let's see how confident the pilot is. And Willpower, she is. I will do my best to get you close, but I don't believe any of you have any grav packs with you, unless, of course, I missed that. Talia will remain seated and tug on Shelby's arm like, no, not yet.
Okay, another awareness check to see if there's any just, like, buildings we can land on top of. That's near the spire. Anything that could probably handle it, if that's possible?
Okay, before you do that roll, Talia will look at Shelby and say, explain to me what you intend to do first. Yes, but do you see how many people there are here, Shelby? I know you're powerful, but can you really have this many people descend safely at once? Talia is going to go over the comms and say, can you guys get an audio contact with the civilians that are apparently blocking our landing zone?
We can.
No, Shelby, no.
We can try.
Oh, please give it a shot.
Okay,
So do you have tech use, Alexandra?
I do not have tech use.
Okay, so the pilot is going to attempt to find the correct frequency and cannot do so.
Let me just try it myself then. I do have a Logis implant, though. That would just give me a point of fatigue, though. If I try to use it.
That doesn't...
Someone we had who could use tech use. And had access to this machine.
Yeah, so there's the bigger issue is having access. The Logis implant does not allow you to interface with the machine, though.
No, I was like, knowledge? Like tech knowledge? What exactly? I can't remember what the Logis implant does.
It gives you a +10 to logic, weapon skill, or ballistic skill if you risk fatigue.
Oh, it says tech use when I put it down. Because I wrote it down wrong.
Well, logic and tech use, but you don't have tech use to begin with, so...
Okay, yeah.
Talia would explain to Shelby, if it's a refugee camp, there's probably wounded, and wounded might not necessarily be able to move out of the way. How far away do we have to land, Talia will ask. And the pilot will say the clearest LZ that I can see is at least 400 or 500 meters away from your desired location horizontally. No idea what the vertical change would be.
Is it clear? Can you get a confirmation on that? So we don't.
Oh yes, it is clear, but like I said, it's 400 to 500 meters away from your desired location.
Oh.
Looking for a building to land on.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to land on any buildings, but you would, with some piloting tests, be able to get very close to the point where they could open the back of the Valkyrie and people would only have a 1 meter drop to worry about. And it would put them within 100 meters of their destination. Are you prepared to do those pilot rolls?
I can do that. That sounds a lot better than trying to have them drop out or trying to land on innocent people.
Okay, the pilot will say to the people in the back, we believe we found an alternative within 100 meters of your destination. Attempting approach now. Okay, co-pilot, you give your roll first.
Don't fail now.
I got 2 more fake points. I'm going to use it.
Okay, and if someone could please get me a good imperial name for the Navy pilot, I'd appreciate that.
Boom.
Okay. So, yeah, your piloting skill is...
This would be military craft. It wouldn't be...
Yep, so, it's 68, yeah, 68. Yeah, 6 degrees of success. God damn. Okay. She needed it. Oh boy, did she need it. Okay. So she's not actually going to be able to get within 1 meter. It's going to be levitating between 2 and 3 meters from the drop point.
Oh, better than nothing.
And the red lights will flash at the back, Tyrion, and the door is ready to open.
I will open it, and I will jump up.
Just to be a poof. Okay, well, go ahead and give me a catfall roll.
It's like 2 meters, though.
It's alternating between 2 and 3 meters, and you just jumped out without waiting even a sec.
Oh. I mismatched on that one.
Yeah, people, you got to start paying attention.
Whee! But math is hard.
You're out of fate, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let us see. What is the fall damage rules? And Shelby... yeah, Shelby's not even getting a chance to help. So, roll 1d10 plus 3. How's urine? You're just constantly hurting yourself because you're so impatient. So 6 wounds, that puts you in critical.
Isn't it 9, though? Didn't I roll a 9?
Yes, and your toughness negates 3. And so,
She's just so excited to get after Cassandra and stab her to death. Sorry. She hates that woman with a burning fiery
A
passion.
solid blow to the leg sends lightning agony coursing through you. You take 1d5 levels of fatigue and have all movement for 1d5 rounds.
That sucks.
So
That's
go ahead and roll
critical.
1d5. No, that's actually one of the safest ones.
For
It could have been a lot worse. 2 points of fatigue.
At least I could hop if my leg popped off. I don't think I'll be hopping.
And so, Terrence, you want to do a little commentary on that?
What you see is the most ungraceful thing you have ever witnessed. That's all I have to say.
No, it wasn't a belly flop. She definitely landed on her leg. Joe, are you there?
Yep.
Is your character going to make any comments?
Try tuck and rolling. Oh, wait, no, you're already at the ground. Sorry, should have spoken a little faster.
Talia will come over.
I need a medic.
We'll be down in a moment, Tyrion. Talia will then look at Shelby and say, I'm ready.
Does Krios have Megalith Grace?
Yes, he does. Krios can just hover down on his own. Trauma Cat does not have Make Lab Grace, though.
Well, that's frustrating.
Okay, and since you're using telekinesis on a living target, you will have to do a willpower roll. Talia is not going to resist, though.
Can you carry someone while you're doing Megalith Grace?
Krios could.
I'll just cling to him then.
Will Krios appreciate the clinginess?
Good question.
But it's so soon, I'm just not ready for this kind of a commitment.
And once Talia is safely on the ground, she'll say, "Thank you, Shelby," and she'll then kneel and attempt to carefully tend to Tyrion.
So, Trauma Cat will look over Krios' shoulder down toward the ground, and then she'll say, that's a long drop.
Should I be able to know it? No, Krios will just... It's not too far. Take my hand. I can only be in silly mode right now, I'm sorry. Yeah, you just...
Grab my boob?
Sure. Cat, grab my boob. Adventure.
What? Was that in character?
No.
No, it's a meme.
Okay.
I need to
So
roll
what-
to use that.
I think you have to roll tech use.
Tech use. Why do you want to roll? Oh, you're asking if he has to.
Yeah.
No, but you should both roll strength just to make sure you're carrying each other. Actually, hold on. How much does Trauma Cat weigh? Did I confirm that yet? Yeah, I think I have it somewhere here. Let me see. What's 110 pounds?
About 55 kilos.
Yes,
Maybe
50.
60.
That is 50.
Okay, and that is including her implants. And Krios, you're capable of carrying. Yeah, you'll need to do a strength roll.
That is actually 50 kilos.
That's... Well, I weigh about 56.
I mean, it's 2.2 pounds to the kilo. So, 50.
Okay, so yeah, with your mechadendrite, if you're gripping her with that, you'll be able to successfully bring her down. And then let me just double check the rules for Maglav, because I apparently didn't write them down on your character sheet, because I'm stupid like that. And I need to actually fix that issue one of these goddamn fucking days. Maglav Transcendence, did we get you to Transcendence yet? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure we did. Maglev No, we only have Grace. Okay, shit. So you don't have the ultimate make lab yet. By hours of rote and learning, you may hover 20 to 30 centimeters off the ground, minus plus blah, 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 blah. Treat. Oh.
If it isn't, in fact, not possible to do this, then I would not do it at all.
It's possible to do it. It's just you always treat fall damage as minimal is what it does for you. I'm going to say, however, do a toughness roll. If you succeed on the toughness roll, it will negate damage entirely. If not, you've got a lot of toughness anyway. So,
can I try and tank the hit? So I imagine I have a much higher toughness than Cat does.
Yes, you will be the one taking the damage. You're carrying her down. And it doesn't matter anyway. You are tough enough to basically overcharge your Potentia coil and give yourself enough of a delayed slow that you just kind of ka-chunk onto the ground rather than ka-slump.
Graceful like a duck. Ducks are graceful. What?
And then your Mechadendrite could release her if you wanted to.
If you wanted
like
to.
blue.
Thank you for laying me down.
Talia will say, Trauma Cat, am I correct in understanding that you are expert in Medicaid?
Yes, actually. I'm a biologist.
Would you mind assisting me with Tyrion's leg here? I think she may have sprained it.
Oh. Yes, of course. She stands to the ground and gets out her Mechadendrite and starts examining.
Okay. So you can do an examination roll first, and Talia is going to be doing a nurse roll.
So that's just a Medicaid roll, right?
Yep, and you get a plus 20 for the Mechadendrite, and I'm going to say, because it is what trauma specializes in, you're going to get 3 or 4 degrees success easily. So Talia's going to be your nurse. Ugh. So she's going to try to be helpful, but Trauma, you say you've got this, probably. Or are you going to be rude to Talia, or polite, or what?
Trained in Medicaid, I can better assist.
No, I got this. Trust me. I mean, this is simple. I got this shit.
Let's see the roll.
Well, what about Krios? Do you want Krios to help?
Hold on.
I offered, but I was shot down. Shot down like a rose falling
is
from a
too
Valkyrie.
focused. Her pride is on the line as of now.
Okay, before you roll, I just want to hear what Brooke said.
Kieran's gonna say, I'm in a lot of pain, just help, please. I don't care who. It's weird to be poked and prodded with a mechanical arm.
Talia's going to tell Shelby, please hold on before you bring the next person down, just so that we can get Kieran out of the way.
And don't be upset. It's not a mechanical arm. It's a mechanical tentacle.
That doesn't make it
Hold on
better.
1 second. I have to save my lizard.
That comes out of the base of her back, right above her ass.
Just interested in
So it's basically a tail.
Well, right at the base of her spinal column rather than the ass. The ass makes it sound like it's coming out of her ass, which isn't appropriate at all. It's coming from the base of the spinal column.
Well, either way, it's weird. I'm not sure Tyrion has ever had this experience before.
Just so you know, Krios has 4 mechanical arms and a 5th mechanical tentacle. So you would have seen them before.
I would have seen them, but I don't know that she would have ever been poked and or prodded with one.
You're just being ignorant. You need to be more tolerant.
Let me poke and prod you with a tentacle and see how you feel.
Just be sure to tie him up first.
It's a very important step.
Well, Scouts going to be a minute, then I guess we'll just say that this will take place after the Medicaid. Joe, did you
Yes.
want to respond to Shelby?
Say what?
Oh, Scout's back?
Yes, I just returned.
Oh, okay, so we'll do that first.
So should I roll Medicaid?
Yes, please.
There we go.
Okay, so what is, of course I know what your intelligence bonus is. Oh, she's critically damaged anyway. But you'd have Master Chirurgeon, wouldn't you? So let me just double check. Master Chirurgeon offers additional Medicaid. And, right, so you're getting to heal 2 wounds rather than the default 1.
Excellent.
And whereas Dale's character sheet, she's now
That's how
negative.
good Trauma Cat is.
Well, it's what she deals with, trauma. And, yeah, so Talia will help Tyrion move away from the landing zone.
And of course,
And-
it's Mark 2, so she's better than Mark 1.
Well, you don't know that. You never actually got to see what the Mark 1 was capable of once she fell.
By
I mean,
default,
what?
the newer model is better.
Say that to, like, any modern-day tech. Not true. Talia will thank Trauma Cat on Tyrion's behalf if Tyrion doesn't thank her. And Tyrion, you were getting pulled away. And Joe, did you see what Shelby said into Terrence's head?
Scrolling up to try and find.
What is that?
No.
Scroll up a little then.
Oh, you ready? All right.
This is the first time someone's talked directly into his head.
He just starts looking around. Who said that? Where are you? Hello?
Mathras will approach Terrence and say, Shelby is a psyker. She cannot speak with her mouth, as she speaks with her mind, directly into your head.
Oh, you let him do a trick, did you? Oh, all right. Well, time to go.
Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she sends him straight up.
Ow,
You're down
ow.
to 1 fate point remaining. So with the fate point reroll, that'll be a success. Mathras will, well, actually, he can't see you point, but Mathras will step forward saying, I am ready now. And her willpower, oh, yeah, good, that is just a success. And Mathras will descend gracefully. I'm going to have to roll willpower for those two. I'm taking it, Frosty, you're saying for last?
Yep. Well, yeah, probably checking.
Neither of them want to go, but Marnius is...
Oh.
Hammond will be, he's not going to panic, but he'll be like, and once he's on the ground, we'll immediately get away. So you grab him basically while he's still inside, and he's kind of, actually, you know what? He has to do, because he is that afraid, willpower to struggle. Good news, he does not succeed. He's just sort of, I imagine you'd let him down on his butt or his back. And he'll get right back to his feet and run the other direction from Hammond. That's everyone except Shelby and Malachi at this point.
And Alexandra.
She has a jump pack.
Yeah, I know.
If Malachi doesn't want to have the creepy psycho lady touch him with his psychic powers, I can fly him down.
Well, there's a problem with creepy psychic lady using her powers on him.
Say to that he would say to Shelby when the others are down, for your own safety's sake, please don't try to use your powers on me. So how big is it to drop?
If you do a agility test first, you'll be able to time it. That you'll jump off while the distance is not too great. If you fail the agility test, however, you are jumping off when it's too high, and you'll have to roll damage.
Okay, let's go with agility.
Kieran just jumped right out. And Shelby, go ahead and, roll slow. You don't need to roll slow. What am I saying? Technically, you didn't need to make any of those other rolls either, really, but yeah.
That's a fail.
So now roll 1d10 plus 3.
Well, I was wondering if I could fake that, but...
Oh, right. Yes, of course. You have fate points. Yoi.
Nope.
So, by grace of the Emperor, you hesitate just in the nick of time, only to, tilt forward because you're way too heavy. Trauma Cat, Terrence, agility rolls, please. Okay, Shelby, if you want, you can risk your own safety to try and save Marnius from that much damage. But first, I just want to see Trauma Cat and Terrence trying to get out of the way.
Marnius?
Sorry, Terrence and Trauma Cat. So Joe and Scout.
Say that again. Dodge?
Yes, to get out of the way of the meat tank falling on you.
Okay.
Trauma has 1 fate point. She hasn't used it yet.
Let's use it.
You don't want to get squished by me.
And with her agility, I'm going to say you're going to make it out of the way. Leaping into Krios' shoulders, maybe. Shelby, you're seeing Terrence is trying to catch Melchior. Are you going to still try to slow his speed, or just let Terrence? Okay. So, roll willpower to first try to catch Melchior, then another willpower to resist the damage his brain is going to do to your brain. Okay. So you feel basically as you're reaching out with your psychic energy that what's kind of like a slap to the face, however, you're psychically able to deflect it. And Terrence, give me a strength roll 2 just to see. Yeah, not a good cheer.
Why do you have to be so mean to me, Jess?
Okay, yeah. So altogether, you guys are able to save Marnius from that entirely massive, almost fatal damage.
Careful there, boss. Slippery slope. Salutes.
Who the hell is Marnius?
Oh, fuck, sorry, Malkiel. Marnius is the servant. I'm sorry.
That wouldn't have killed me looking at the character sheet. That would have just hurt me a hell of a lot.
Yes, well, anyway. Melba will say to Alexandra what her name is and say once again that she appreciates any help Alexandra can offer her, but she now has to go face the music back at the other base.
You don't necessarily have to.
What do you mean?
I seem to be picking up this strange habit, but you could work for us.
Well, what are your orders?
Sorry, do we have the facilities to take care of Valkyrie? Can we rearm? Can we refuel?
You're not in part of this conversation, Creon. Sorry, Fungi.
But maybe not a Valkyrie, but yeah, it's secondary pilot.
So what are your orders to her?
Just telling her straight up, try to find the closest landing pad she can. Maybe see if you can try to find one a bit closer than what she already saw. That's like 400 to 500 meters away. Try to see if she can find one closer and easy to land. And then head straight back to the spire. I'll try to make sure that when you get here, you won't get hassled.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll do as you order.
Thank you.
And have your jump pack roll when you get out of the.
I'm gonna say, you guys might want to spread out. I don't want any.
No, there's going to be plenty of space behind them for you to land.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally burn somebody. Do believe that's a success.
Yes, indeed. All right, you'll be able to fly around and land safely, and that will be everybody in place, and the pilot will, take off once again. You guys are on a roof next to the church, but there will be a fairly easy means of getting to the next building over. And let's see. Those are pretty small. Yes, are you going to throw trauma off of you?
No, I don't mind.
All right then. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but you guys will eventually make it into the church building. You'll basically have to walk down and around through the building, and down and through another one. And anybody who comes face to face with you, I'm sure Malkiel will just put up a decree saying "get out of the way," kind of thing.
I'm gonna make mention of that right at the doors to promises that pilot will be.
Well, we're not at the doors yet.
Okay.
So, Malkiel, Vern, how are you going to react to anybody whose house you basically walk through?
I'm trying to look important and imposing, as I am donning a full religious regalia on me.
So you'll simply just hope to get out of your way?
Yeah,
okay.
If somebody would stop, he would try to, his way of politely asking them to move aside.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll, strength-based. You're no Vern, but you're still a rather intimidating fellow. Oh, definitely. So yeah, nobody accosts your group, and you'll make it to the church. And it'll be a grand chapel, and there is, of course, a cleric and several priests that are, or would it be the other way around? There's one moderately high-ranking ecclesiastical person there and several subordinates, and they will welcome you, seeing Melchiel as a very religious-looking figure. They'll look over the entire party and ask if they can be of any service.
I don't think, unless this is the place we were meant to come in the first place, I don't think they can help that much at this point.
So you're just telling the people who work at the church we're just waiting for someone?
Yes.
Okay. And then, Bob, you were going to have Alexandra explain that...
The whole Melbia situation.
Okay.
Yeah, excuse me real quick, everyone. Yes, that naval pilot would now be joining us.
I'll be right back again.
It seems that the Captain Bedsom gave the pilot orders to dump us in the middle of the lake. So she disobeyed orders to take us and follow and do her duty, and instead of having her punished, I decided to bring her with us.
One day I'm going to meet that captain again, and she's going to regret everything.
Yeah, I seem to be having this weird habit. I seem to be suddenly just tracking a whole lot of strays, isn't it?
Cameron's right there, like...
Even though you don't... people from our side, of course, okay. Even though you don't have the authority to recruit such people, seeing what was to happen otherwise,
I do apologize. I know I no longer, and I never had the authority to do that in the first place, but I just have to honor and reward loyalty in those who do their duty.
Yes. I understand that, and well, it seems. I hope that we don't need to ever again deal with this Captain Bedsom again. If it were to come up, she has been according to you, quite a direct nuisance to Inquisition, and that's a crime.
Yes. Before Alex leaves this planet, she's probably going to pick up like a few more dozen strays. Guys, the elf followed me home. Can I keep him?
Nope.
Aww.
Let's put them down.
I hate to be that guy, but could we... well,
Wrap it
I'll
up?
push the end of it tonight, yeah.
Yep. I was going to say, is everybody back? Do we have everybody? I thought I saw someone BRB.
Oh, scout.
Yes, I had to go for just a second.
Okay, so great. So yeah, you guys are going to be basically in the church, and Frosty, I seem to have lost the orders I gave you. Can you copy and paste those for me?
Yes.
Sure.
Give me a second. I'm looking for them on our chat. Wrong. I'll get that. I can't find that shit there. Up here.
Like, I thought I gave them to you today or yesterday at the earliest. And I gave them a different
you
window?
gave them yesterday, and yeah, let me just copy them.
Oh, you found them? Great, okay. Oh, crap, now I just found them too. Just as you posted it. Okay, so...
I'm helpful!
Okay, right. Technically, you would have... right, you were supposed to send a communique... Oh, god damn, that's a lot of static. Okay, it stopped now. All right. You were actually technically supposed to send a communique back at the outpost.
Why does it say that?
Did it say? Maybe I screwed up. Thought we had established communication needed
I
to be
need
made.
only have Shelby and attempt to establish contact with Josh.
Right, so it was my fault for not phrasing it properly. Okay. So, shoot. All right, I'm going to say you were able to transmit a message on a secure line while back at the outpost that you were en route to the rendezvous and you would have an ETA appropriate to what the shuttle should be. But you didn't want to sit around waiting for a reply. You decided to actually take the Valkyrie to the destination. And so you guys are in the church. You're waiting around, and an hour goes by. 2 hours go by. 3 hours go by. Is anybody going to do anything in particular other than wait?
Yes, I would like to have a private conversation with Talia somewhere.
Trauma Cat will go in search of string.
Probably after like 3 hours of waiting, Malaki would try establish another. God damn it, my brain's going sleepy. Contact.
Okay, so before that happens, would anyone try to impede Kieran's attempt to speak with Talia? I imagine Shelby is going to be clinging to Talia as usual.
Okay then. Kieran will ask Shelby if she could just have 5 minutes completely alone with Talia.
Talia is actually going to tell Kieran that, honestly, if you have something to say to me, it's fine to say in front of Shelby.
She will look very unhappy at this, but I guess it has to be okay or she doesn't talk to Talia. But we don't have to have this conversation now. Because I'd like to go to bed.
Okay. So please remind me during the week that Shelby, Talia, and Kieran will have a conversation, assuming nobody else interferes. Trauma Cat, you are not going to find anything like string, yarn, or cables inside the church.
I even rolled a 20. Oh no.
Other than tassels on some red velvet style curtains for the confession booths.
That's not what I'm looking for. So
Okay.
Trauma Cat will just go and sit in a corner in dejected silence, and she'll be all fidgety and stuff.
Krios, are you going to keep company with your other tech priest?
We will give her space for now.
Okay. Eventually, Melba would arrive, and she would be permitted in, and she'll say, like, by grace of the Emperor, I was able to find this place despite the confusing maze-like structure outside. And, did anyone else want to establish anything before we determine what Malachi was doing when he realized no one was coming for 3 hours? No? Okay, Malachi, what was your plan?
My plan was to try to establish a contact again.
All right, you are in a church. There is no massive communications array available to you.
Well, this would mean we would need to find one.
So, leaving the location that you're at, are you taking everyone? Are you sending someone out to do it on their own?
I would actually ask the current priesthood that resides here that first ask them, do they have any idea where we could find this kind of communications array, and then if they were so kind that they would look if somebody would come here looking for basically us.
Okay.
And
So
then,
before we actually play all that out, we're going to hold that off for next session.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and put down Malachi plans to request from priest location of communications array nearby, and to inform anyone who comes looking for team about where the team went.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think we shall be able to call it a night now. And so thank you all for playing, and I do hope everyone had some fun. And we will be having the conversation between Joe, Jess, and Frosty just in a moment.
Mm-hmm.